Hey everybody, what's up? I just wanted to share a little testimony about the vacation Bible school that we've been doing this week with the kids. It's our last night of True North, and something that stood out to me, a couple things actually. One of which can be found in Matthew 19:14, Mark 10:14, and Luke 18:16, where the disciples want to keep the children away from Jesus. He says, don't forbid them to come to me. And, I think that's a really good lesson that we can learn. Something I've noticed in the last few nights of doing this, these kids, man, they are hungry. They are hungry for truth. They're hungry to be loved and to be wanted. Not all of them come from good Christian homes. A lot of them are kids in the community that they don't necessarily have that upbringing, that biblical upbringing. They don't necessarily have that kind of support from their parents or their family. And they're here. Sometimes they act out, but we need them to come. We need them to be here. We need to be Jesus to these kids, because even at a young age, they pick up on things like that, and they can see when adults care about them. They can see when we truly practice what we preach. And then the second thing that stood out to me these last few days is what Paul said in 1 Corinthians 9:22, when he said, I've become all things to all men, so that by any means necessary few might be saved. And sometimes these kids, man, they need somebody to be firm but fair, because they don't have a father figure. They don't have that discipline at home. Sometimes these kids need someone to just listen to them. Sometimes these kids need a jungle gym to climb on. Whatever it is, like, we can be whatever these kids need. We can be Jesus to them. We can be that helping hand. We can be that high five, or that hug, or whatever. We can be that ear to listen to them. We can get outside of our comfort zone to really just love on these kids, man. And I think it's important. It's so vital to be there for the younger generations. So as they're coming up, again, I mean, not all of them come from godly homes, and even the ones that do come from godly homes, like, they still need to see the authenticity in us as adults, as followers of Jesus Christ. So I just want to encourage you, when you have opportunities to serve your community like this, to get together with other churches and to do something for the youth, for kids, man, get out and do it for real. Like, it's vital, and it's not just for them. Like, it's gonna touch your heart.